Yo, what's happening, world? Name's Raheem Flowers, and to be honest with you, it's been a hot minute since I decided to show my face, like genuinely, legitimately, and had some content to produce to substantiate my words. I've just been reading the scriptures, the clear word to be more specific, and to be even more particular, I've been reading on Exodus. And the reason why I even bring up Exodus in particular is because in Exodus, they emphasize on Moses and freeing the Hebrews and the whole let my people go movement. That's essentially what I'm aiming to do with my own endeavors and with my own crewmates, the cybernetic super friends, you can say. Cybernetic, metaphysical super friends. And I've been in the process of just adding things onto my portfolio, formulating ideas, elucidating my mind. And since I've extracted all those negative notions that was running through my head, I've been able to focus a lot more and just aim towards the ultimate mission and the goal that the Creator sent upon me. And which is funny because I entered the spirit realm not too long ago as I was meditating. I saw a lot of things, and this is what led me to this point mentally and spiritually. I was formerly a deist, but now that I've embraced the Creator and became more of an omniist, I start to see things for what they are now. The reason why I brought that up and why I brought up Exodus and the scriptures up is because us as content creators need to be liberated from JewTube, FoodTube, the thing known as YouTube, and that CEO Russian Jewish lady who is its moderator. So when you see these culturally Marxist approaches coming through YouTube, coming through Facebook, I'll give you an example. I posted a video with my man College Knight, shout out to the brother. I believe his name on Bashut is Ancient Knight of Shambhala. Correct me if I'm wrong, brother, if you're watching this. But I'll send a link to his channel for those who want to check that out. But point is, I've been seeing a lot of things go down and how people talked about there are individuals, the white supremacists, like YouTube's trying to cover and investigate for people who are having negative speech and things that pertain to white supremacy. Really, truth of the matter is, they don't want you saying shit about the Caucasian Jews. And if you step out of line like me, or like dudes out there who speak about those matters, even a Jewish man himself, like Brother Nathaniel, even Arthur Korketsky, who made the 13th Tribe, which ironically I made in reference to one of my videos that got removed earlier this year that I made called Fuck This Diaspora Rap Part 5. But it's all good because I still got it in the vault and I'm gonna make use of it on my own platform that I'm aiming to make. It's been taking me a long time and I've been formulating and conceptualized off this idea since fall of 2016 on the month of November, the 11th month. And I want everybody to know that you're not alone when it comes to this censorship BS that they keep doing, man, this FCC crap. I even heard dudes like Professor Black Truth and how his channel is being violated and threatened because of the white supremacy and all this other stuff, but niggas like that to me and who speak on those talking points are a bunch of goofies. I'm just gonna tell you it like it is. Him, Jason, the so-called Black Authority, and even that other fool Tariq, who is apparently banned from the UK. I guess he's similar to Louis Farrakhan, but you know the irony is that I look at that dude as a Shabbos Goy, and a Shabbos Goy is basically a non-Jewish person who goes around supporting Jewish causes and movements. When you got a baby mama / wife who is a so-called mulatto and has Jewish lineage, and you never discuss the Jewish angle within 5 of your films. You had 5 chances, Marcus, and you ain't do it in 1. Not none. want to make it seem like it's just a microcosm of white supremacy. But the fact that too many people can touch on white supremacy on public, national, syndicated radios and media should let you know that there's nothing more than a myth. It's nothing more than a myth, like the great late Sun Ra once said. It's all about creating wealth. Like my man Ted says, wealth supremacy. Ain't got shit to do with no so-called white supremacy, because race is literally no such thing as race. Black is a shade and white is an absence of color. So even scientifically saying some goofy shit like white people and black people and skin color is an oxymoron in itself, damn moron. Anywho, another thing I want to touch on is how people have been emphasizing on mental illness. A lot of it started with the dude named XXXTentacion, or by his birth name Joshe. You hear Kanye speaking about his bipolarness. You hear about how even goofies like Charlemagne the Coon or Lenny Leonard talking about his anxiety. And this all seems for promotional causes, similar to interracial marriages and dating. Now, you know what those two have in common? There's nothing wrong with it, but there is something wrong when there's an agenda, there's a hidden agenda behind it. And I wouldn't put it past if it had something to do with the pharmaceutical companies. Because when you tell somebody that you have depression, they make you take things like Ritalin. They make you take all these antidepressant drugs, quote unquote. I know people close to me who've done it, and they still remain depressed. Michael Jackson did it, and he still remained depressed. I wouldn't go to none of them. Nope. You meditate. Just like I told my homie, man, he should meditate. But instead, he decided to smoke cigarettes and feel sorry for himself. Unfortunately, I don't know his whereabouts. The point is, if people would be more inclined and more in tune to the spiritual medications and approaches and look for herbal medicines instead of using these rat poison or these cancer sticks known as cigarettes, or even people who excessively smoke weed, not people who partake in marijuana per se, but people who excessively smoke weed and say, hey man, that shit put me in a better place. Like, I know people who do that personally, but that kush be having me going though, bro. Man, I need that shit in my life. No, what you need in your life is to embrace the creator and embrace all the natural resources around you and just do some more research. That's all you gotta do. It's not, I didn't say it was easy, but just like Chronicles of Judah 144 states, it is simple. I didn't say it was necessarily easy, quote unquote. But, you know, even I have to remember that life itself ain't supposed to be easy. And I also find it funny, since we're on this subject of people's mental and spiritual state, you have all these cats out here, especially in the so-called black community, but even just all across the board, talking about how they have this large amount of self-love. But in reality, that's just niggas projecting it's just people in general projecting their own insecurities and overcompensation. The best way you can show self-love is to do better for yourself. Whether it's remaining a good physique and being fit, shout out to Jack's Blades and all the people who work out and do the fitness. Whether it's people who get in tune and get inclined with the spiritual side, or whether it's people who just get educated or self-educated on medicine. And people who really just want to do better for themselves and they want to do better for others who they love and care about. I do it. I do it for my lady. I do it for my best friends. I do it for myself. I do it for the creators. You know? Things like that are important. But that's a bitter pill to swallow. And hopefully that's something that people apply more to their lives. I have went through a lot in 2019, and the year ain't even over yet. I went through a lot in this decade, really and truly, and just in life, period. And I hear when people have interesting things to say, and I just get inspired by those individuals. And I speak those things into the universe. I think those things, I write it, and I apply myself. Yup. Apply yourself to supply your wealth, like GLC said. And it's pretty much, that's my overall take, man. I don't got too much to say. Just had something to say, spoke my mind, and wanted you all to hear and look at what I got to say so it resonates. Peace.